We are the Knox Media Group, music muscle of the Shoals, 105.1 FM and WKAX 1500 AM, bringing you the beats and the weather on the go.
Hey, everybody, you're tuned in to 105.1 FM, the music muscle of the Shoals, and you're vibing with 105.9 FM, Dalton, Alabama, the vibe. Hey, guys, we got a lot to talk about today, so stay tuned. Don't go nowhere. We'll be right back.
There's been so many things that's held us down, but now it looks like things are finally coming around. I know we've got a long, long way to go, and where we'll end up, I don't know. But we won't let nothing hold us back. We're putting our show together, we're polishing up our act. If you've ever been held down before, I know you refuse to be held down anymore. Well, don't you let nothing stand in your way. I want y'all to listen to every word I say, every word I say. Ain't no stopping us now. We're rolling up. Ain't no stopping us now. We got to do. Ain't no stopping us now. We're on the move. I know. Ain't no stopping us now. We've got to do. We got it. I know you know someone that has a negative vibe, and if you're trying to make it, they only push you aside. They really don't have nowhere to go. Ask them where they're going, they don't know. But we won't let nothing hold us back. We're gonna put our show together, we're gonna polish up our act. And if you've ever been held down before, I know you refuse to be held down anymore. Well, don't you let nothing stand in your way. I want y'all to listen to every word I say, every word I say. No. We're moving, we're grooving. We're moving, yeah. We're grooving. Moving, go. Ain't no stopping us now. We're on the move. I know we got the groove. Ain't no stopping us now. We're on the move. Ain't no stopping us now. Oh no, I'm on the move. I really got that groove. Ain't no stopping us now. I know, we've got the groove. Let you on the move. Ain't no stopping us now. No need in trying, no, 'cause I ain't buying. No. Don't try to stop us, no. Got to do. Ain't no stopping us now. I really got that groove. Ain't no stopping us now. No need in denying, well, I ain't lying. Ain't no stopping us now. I know. It's been far too long, well. Ain't no stopping us. It's been far too long, y'all. Oh, just doing me while I get in line. Ain't no stopping us now. Yeah, we're leaving the negative people way behind. Cause it ain't no. Please, please, please. Don't make me stop. Don't make me stop. Please don't make me stop. See, I don't know where we're going. Please don't make me stop. Or where we're gonna end up. Moving on. I'm moving on. But see, we're gonna keep trying. Moving on. We're gonna keep trying. Over and over. Yeah. I said it ain't no stopping. No. See, it ain't no way. We're gonna brush up. We won't kind of polish up. Keep us down. See, our time has finally came around. Say we're on the move. We really got our move.
Hello, everybody. You're tuned in to 105.1 FM, the music muscle of the shows, and you're vibing with 105.9 FM, Dothan, Alabama, the vibe. Hey, everybody. I hope everybody's doing all right today. It's beautiful outside. The sun is shining. Not too much to complain about. Today in Florence, Alabama, it is 78 degrees. It's going to be 78 high, 58 low. The humidity is 37%, wind 9 miles per hour. So it's a beautiful day. Get out and do something. Get the kids out. Have a great day outside because the next 3 days are going to be wet. It's raining. We have rain in the forecast for Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Thursday and Friday, it's just going to be rain. Saturday, thunderstorms. On Thursday, the high is 73, low 58. Friday, high 78, low 65. Saturday, high 70, low 54. So get out and enjoy yourself outside today because the next 3 days, unless you just like to be rained on, you're not going to be able to enjoy no outside activities. In the Dothan area, it's 73 degrees. Well, 76 degrees as of right now. In Dothan, Alabama, the humidity is 48%, wind 9 miles per hour. Again, it's a beautiful day down south in Dothan. So you guys get out and have fun. Go to the park. Get the kids out. Do something today. In Dothan, the next 4 days will be rainy. Thursday, high 69, low 58. Friday, high 76, low 62. Saturday, high 79, low 64. So in both areas, today is the day to get out and do something if you want to do some outdoor activities. I saw a lot of people yesterday grilling and having fun. People had shorts and everything on. It's like summertime. So get out and do something with your family. The Alabama faces 3 rounds of severe storms this weekend. where and when you need to watch. Severe weather will be possible in Alabama on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Above these severe weather outlooks for Saturday, when the storms could be the most widespread, nearly all of Alabama will have a level 3 out of 5 risk for severe weather on Saturday. However, storms will be possible in parts of the state starting Thursday. So Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, guys, watch out. In Dothan, y'all will have rain Sunday. The National Weather Service is warning Alabamians that they could be in for 3 rounds of severe storms starting on Thursday. Forecasters think the risk of the severe weather could climb each day, accumulating on Saturday, when widespread severe storms and tornadoes, some of them strong ones, will be possible statewide. In addition, 2 to 3 inches of rain will be possible in parts of the state, which could lead to some flooding. The Weather Service said that timing and areas with the highest threats will be narrowed down as each round approaches. There will be one more day of pleasant weather, and that's today, and things can start changing on Thursday. So y'all look out for the bad weather. A level 1 risk means that isolated severe storms will be possible. The strongest storms could contain damaging winds, hail up to golf ball sizes, and heavy rain. The threat for tornadoes will be lower with Thursday's round of storms. Storms on Thursday will be possible from the later morning hours through the early evening, according to the Weather Service forecast. All right, we got 3 rounds of storms coming, so you guys be ready for that. They say a level 3 risk means that numerous storms will be possible. So it will be several different storms. Friday storms could produce tornadoes, according to the Weather Service, as well as damaging wind and heavy rain. Friday storm won't make it to Alabama until Friday night, starting late as 9 p.m., according to the Weather Service forecast. They could last up into early morning hours of Saturday. We are urged to make sure that we have a reliable way of getting severe weather warnings that could wake you up if you need them. Because, some people be laying in the bed when these storms come and just tear the house up or whatever, and you just don't be aware of it. The Storm Prediction Center has placed nearly all of Alabama in its long range equivalent of a level 3. So all of Alabama is determined to have level 3 storms. So you guys watch out for that. All right, guys, the question of the day, it came to me because, when you're trying to figure out what you want to eat and you can't figure out what you want to eat, you just be like, I don't even know what I want to eat. Is it cheaper to cook at home every night or go out to eat? That's a good question, I feel like, because usually it's cheaper to buy food and cook it at home. And my reason for that, the reason I say that is because you could cook enough to last a couple of days, I wouldn't let it go past the chef life, but a lot of people will eat food that's been in the refrigerator for a week thinking it's okay. It's not okay, but I guess they're used to it. I've heard some people say people have a ironclad stomach or something like that, and they can eat anything, but everybody can't eat like that because our chemistry is different, and I don't recommend eating food after 3 days in the refrigerator, as long as it's in the refrigerator. So it's just like you can cook the food and eat leftovers. So you go out to eat, you get these small portions in some restaurants, you get these small portions and you can't save any. So, and some people just don't like taking food home from restaurants. So is it cheaper to cook at home or is it cheaper to go out to eat every night? I still feel like it's cheaper to eat at home with the inflation. A lot of people think that just because of inflation is not a good idea. So, I mean, that's just my opinion. I feel like cooking at home is way cheaper than going out to eat. It depends on the number of people in your family as well. If you're by yourself, then maybe, just maybe, but see, you could food prep too. So that food prepping, that's pretty good because some people prep up for the whole week. I looked it up. I asked people. I looked it up because that's just a question that's been on my mind. And like I said, I always thought that it was cheaper to cook at home because you can cook and have leftovers. When I looked it up, it said cooking at home is significantly cheaper than eating out daily, primarily due to inflation costs of restaurant dining, including labor, rent, and adding expenses like tips and drink. Yes. And people, if you go out to eat at a restaurant and you have a server that's coming to your table like she's supposed to, and I mean, especially if you got kids, tip that server. Because I mean, back in the day, I didn't know. I was like, they get a check, but no, them servers get paid like $2 an hour. So tip them servers. They depend on that money. That's why they're treating you nice. And some servers, they'll come to your table and they'll just act like you don't exist. But those are the ones you leave whatever you want to leave. But if you got a good server that come to your table and cater to you and your children, and then when you leave, think about that mess that your kids made on that floor that they got to clean up. So tip your servers. And this is for all you servers out there, because a lot of people don't know that y'all get paid what you get paid and that you depend on your tips. All right, y'all. The restaurant meals typically cost $15 to $20 or more per person, while home cooked meals average around $4 to $6. That's what they say. No, it's not true. But I guess if you're cooking hot dogs or something like that, it might range from $4 to $6. But it is expensive to eat either way, and I just feel like maybe you should just switch it up sometime. One week, cook at home. Next week, go out to eat and figure out which one was best for you and your family. Because if you got a big family, man, maybe cooking is the answer. And it takes more than one person to buy the food. Because, I mean, a lot of people see you cook and they'll be like, hey, can I have some? Give me some. I want some. No, if you didn't put in, you're not getting any. This is for me and my kids. Okay, y'all. Additional expenses. When you dine out, you need to factor in the cost beyond the food itself, like drinks. Drinks are like $3 at a typical restaurant. Appetizers. Man, appetizers used to be so cheap. And now the appetizers are just as much as the food. Dessert, tax, and tips. Okay, so I'm going to tell you an experience I had. I went out to eat the other day. My bae took me out to eat, and we went to this place, and it was a pricey place. And I mean, I guess because the way my mind is, certain foods I don't like. So I was asking questions, and I guess the server thought I was crazy. I had to tell her I was a chef, and I just wanted to know how, because I want to enjoy my food. You don't even know where to eat at now because the food just tastes horrible at some of these places. And food in general is just different from the way it used to taste back in the day. The meat don't taste the same. The vegetables got all these chemicals in it. It's just different stuff. And it's hard to decide where you want to eat at. But this place that we went to, it was a high scale place, and the menu, when I saw the menu, I was like, okay, this food gotta be good. I said, it gotta be good. But I'm not saying it wasn't good for some people. It has to be good because this place been in business for years. And the stuff that he got was good. It tastes good, but my stuff didn't taste too good. I asked questions about it before I got it. And then when I got it, it was not what I expected. So, I mean, you got to watch out when you go out to eat, especially at these pricey restaurants, because if you get it, you're going to have to pay for it. If they put it on your plate, you're going to have to pay for it. And it just wasn't good to me. It didn't have season on it. I'ma just be real with it. It didn't have season on it. It was overcooked. I ordered salmon. I had asked, did it have like the smoky taste? I like grilled food. And I guess I should have specified what I meant by grill because it's different grills. They cooked it on a blacktop instead of a grill. I thought it was a grill because I love that smoke taste in my food. But anyway, it wasn't what I expected. So, I mean, they say you get what you pay for. In that situation, no. Did not get what I paid for because I paid for an arm in the league. That's what it seemed like I paid for. But anyway, you guys just watch out when you go out to eat and just be cautious. I mean, like I said, we used to live in the country, so we had animals in our backyard and stuff like that. And the food just don't taste the same. It's a difference in the food. I don't know if it's because of the way they are feeding these animals or what. It's just not the same. Like the animals that they feed that special grass to or whatever, the meat is totally different. It's got a really good taste to it, but these animals they feed all these steroids and other stuff with, you don't know what you're eating. And people be posting, I mean, they say social media is bad. Social media show you things that you don't see. Somebody had bought some meat from a local company and they went through the meat. It was some ground beef and they went through it and it looked like just I don't know what it looked like a a big lump or something. It was undescribable. I don't know. I can't describe it, but it was pretty nasty. So just watch your food, watch what you do. I would love to have a farm and raise my own meat and vegetables and stuff, because that way I know what I'm eating. You don't know what you're eating. You might be eating clone meat or something. I don't know. I mean, you just got to think about this stuff, because if the food tastes a certain way back then, it should still taste the same way, regardless of the situation. But it don't. All right, guys, let's see. We got a lot going on in the news. And you know your guy Trump, he stays in the news. And we have to talk about him. It says, beyond anything, Trump warns of big monster nuclear weapon that pose great threat to the U.S. The U.S. President Trump said he thinks nuclear weapons are a more dangerous threat than the climate crisis. Trump spoke on the dangers of nuclear stockpiles around the world and lamented the huge amount of money spent on maintaining the big monsters that could cause the end of the world, he said to U.S. and Russia have by far the most warheads, but admitted that China could catch up before the end of the decade. He has downplayed the threat of the climate change and said that the monster nukes from the U.S. and Russia poses the biggest threat to Armageddon. President Trump has warned that the monster nuclear weapons are the biggest threats to humanity and could easily end the world tomorrow. The commander-in-chief gave the grim warning as he lamented the dangers of stockpiling nukes amid his push and kickstart arm control talks with Russia and China again. Trump warns about nuclear weapons. It has hit out the climate and saying that the world could be more concerned about dangers of nuclear weapons than climate change. And in the interview with Fox News on Sunday, Trump said that the country's greatest threat was nuclear weapons that are the big monsters. Trump went on to lamentate the amount of money the United States spend on maintaining it, and which has the second largest stockpile of nukes in the world behind Russia, has spent it on nuclear weapons program. So Trump is saying y'all need to stop worrying about the climate control and worry about these nukes that they have in the stockpiles. Trump said that the country's greatest threats were nuclear weapons. So I guess he's saying he's focusing on that instead of climate control, just like he told y'all to shut up about them eggs and stuff. He said, don't play with him. Ukraine is willing to accept the 30-day ceasefire with Russia, and as the U.S. lifts its freeze on the aid and intelligence. The U.S. and Ukraine said that Kyiv would accept a 30-day ceasefire with Russia after talks in Saudi Arabia on Tuesday, with Washington pleading to immediately lift the freeze on intelligence sharing and military aid to Ukraine. Ukraine expressed readiness to accept the U.S. proposal to enact an immediate interim 30-day ceasefire, which can be extended by mutual agreements of the parties, and which is subject to accept concurrent implementation by the Russian Federation. The U.S. and Ukraine said that the joint statement released by the State Department, the United States will communicate to Russia that Russian is the key to achieving peace. So Trump gonna talk to Russia, try to get Russia to cease fire for 30 days, I guess. And Ukraine is ready to strike a deal with Trump. So we need to be looking for that. All right, guys. It's time for me to take a little quick break. You're tuned in to 105.1 FM, the music muscle of the shows, and you're vibing with 105.9 FM, Dothan, Alabama, the vibe. This is the lunchtime hours. Normally, the old school preacher and the church secretary used to be with me. I'm waiting on them to come back. They'll be back soon. So you guys just stay tuned. Got a lot more to talk about. Keep it tuned in to 105.1 FM, the music muscle of the shows. And you're vibing with 105.9 FM, Dothan, Alabama, the vibe.
I used to think about immature things. You know, like, do you love me? Do you want me? Are you gonna call me like you said you would? Is this really your real phone number?
Some of y'all go get washed. Some of y'all just go pop shit. Some of y'all just go talk. But none of y'all ain't really got shit. Some of y'all just look lost. I get this type of feel you ain't accustomed to. I swear I'll be at peace if it weren't for you. Yeah, only want you love if it's solid. But if it's me, then fuck you. And that's the way I like it. And that's the way I like it. That's the way I like it. When I'm down funny, that's the way I like it. I'm 30 for 30, I'm 30 for 30, I'm 30 for 30, I'm 30 for 30. Check. Should they fold that no yoga mat? Check. Should they dare that no hit me back? Check. Should have read none of your questions asked. Check. Hey, check. When the sun go down, everything made me feel lonely. Had a sad thing going on, it's just a home. Treat it real good inside, you know, don't wanna hold me. Get me up, you get me high. You're my favorite coach, compress the line. Getting stressed off, that's my only vibe. I take it off anytime me if I'm feeling fine. I run it up, risk it all like I'm rolling dice. Taking it all, it's my second life. That's me, passed out in the backseat. Cashed out on the backstand beach.
on my body. Oh, you know that's me. Shit, you might get me. All I want to love is inside there.
Some of y'all go wash, some of y'all just go pop. Some of y'all just go talk, but none of y'all ain't really got shit. Some of y'all just look lost. I get this type of feeling in the constant too. I swear I'll be at peace if it wasn't for you.
Yeah, I only want you love inside me.
But if it's for me, then fuck you, and that's the way I like it. Everything been okay. They salute me so damn much every time I show up with her about face. Everything no cut off, y'all up. I'm really gonna trip out, babe. Lord, I hit these 7 guts, why they waiting on us? Tell them I was on PCH. You f***ing with niggas that's thinking they cuter than you? Oh, say you on your cycle, but he on this period too. Oh, the tables been turning so much, I was thinking it's foosball. The tenderness of them mistaking them for some white glue. Talk like Kennedy, like Moss, like Solana. I promise, more bombs. It's a wasp, it's a crater. On a spaceship, shut the f up, get lost. No favors, I wager whatever you want. I bought something about a conservative regular girl that still can beat up jazz. Never was don't need your jazz. Psychic can beat your jazz. Zodiac sign, it must be a Gemini moon. Cause we about to go half. Mistakenly, nobody been in a bag. But how many bodies done been in her bag? Some of y'all go wash, some of y'all just go pop. Some of y'all just gon' talk, but none of y'all ain't really got shit. Some of y'all just look lost. I get this type of feeling when the constant too. I swear I'd be at peace if it wasn't for you.
Yeah, I only want you love inside me.
But if it's for me, then fuck you, and that's the way I like it. 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 I'm 30 for 30, I'm 30 for 30, I'm 30 for 30, I'm 30 for 30.
Chat. Should they fold that no yoga mat? Chat. Should they dead that get no strings attached? Chat. Should have ran down on you no questions asked? Chat. They chat. Chat.
Do I let them bump them gums or getting whacked?
Chat.
Do I take his head off and wear it for fashion?
Chat.
Do I do my stuff and take it to the max?
Chat. They chat.
Around my shoulder, the other one around my waist. Keep it moving, boy, grooving at a steady pace. Like the waves of the ocean, you move from side to side. You got the moves, boy, to keep me satisfied. So stroke it easy. I said easy. I like the way you do it, boy. When you stroke it easy. Ooh, boy, I like it when you stroke that thing for me. When you stroke it easy, it makes my body weak. Just keep your body moving with the rhythm of time. When you stroke it easy, it drives me out of my mind. So stroke it easy. I said easy. When you stroke it easy, I said easy. Just stroke it easy. Take your time with it, boy. Yeah, and stroke it easy. Not easy. I said easy. Take your time, do it slow, and stroke it easy. Now listen, boy, easy to the front and easy to the back. Stroke it easy, boy. I like like it like that. Easy to the left and easy to the right. If you stroke it easy, boy, you can stroke it all night. So stroke it easy. I said easy. I like the way you do it, boy, when you stroke it easy. I said easy. Just stroke it easy. Take your time with it, boy, yeah, and stroke it easy. Easy over here and easy over there. Stroke it easy, boy, where I don't care. Easy in the morning and easy at night. When you stroke it easy, boy, you stroke it just right. Easy. I said easy. Take your time with it, boy, and stroke it easy. I said easy. Easy. Take your time, do it right, boy, oh, and stroke it easy. Easy. I said easy. Oh.
Hello, everyone. You're tuned in to 105.1 FM, the music muscle of the shows, and you're vibing with 105.9 FM, Dothan, Alabama, the vibe. This is the lunchtime hour with the old school preacher, the church secretary, and the choir president. Hopefully they'll be here tomorrow, so all three of us could be on the show together. So I'm getting ready to do the church secretary job and give you the announcements. Knox Media Group is still giving away a car. All you have to do is go to YouTube, find Knox Media Group, like and subscribe, and leave your email in the comment of the last live, and that will qualify you to be in the drawing to win this car. Also, call your life remembered today. We've got all your printing needs covered. You dream it, we make it. Obituaries, business cards, backdrops, 3D t-shirts, cups, hats, graduation stoles, blankets, and embroidery. You dream it, we make it. Call 256-367-0887. Also, if you're planning a party or an event or anything like that, you can call your life remembered. We have a 360 booth that's available for rental. Also for rental, we have tuxedos. If you want to look good for your prom, your wedding, or anything like that, call your life remembered. The number is 256-367-0887 for all your tuxedo needs. All right, guys. We have two events coming up that we do not want you guys to miss. And that's, you got to mark your calendars for these. March the 16th, we have Southern Soul Sunday Part 2. Florence, get ready. Southern Soul Sunday Part 2 is happening Sunday, March the 16th, Sweetwater Depot, 502 South Rural Avenue, Florence, Alabama, from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. Enjoy great music, good vibes, and plenty of line dancing. Whether you're a pro or just learning, come on out and have a good time. Don't miss out on a night of fun, friends, and Southern Soul. Mark your calendars to be there. Also, there will be the church secretary's birthday celebration, so come on out and celebrate with her. All right, guys, we have a Trail Ride Southern Soul concert and motorcycle roundup. That will be April the 13th, Florence, Alabama, and surrounding areas. Get ready for this epic event. Jitter Jones, Ella J, Tasha Mack, El Jamal are all coming to town for a Trail Ride Southern Soul concert and motorcycle roundup on Sunday, April the 13th. Get your bikes and your dancing shoes ready for a night of good vibe, great music, and nonstop fun. Whether you're riding, dancing, or just vibing, you don't want to miss out on this. It's going to be epic, guys. So mark your calendars for March the 16th and April the 13th. We're going to be doing some line dancing and trail riding and motorcycle riding and all that stuff. So come on out and let's have a great time. It will be held at the Clarion Inn in Sheffield. So you guys get ready for that. Also, if people are looking for us and they can't find us, here's what I need you to tell them. Tell them that we have 3 stations on the car dial, and that's 105.1 FM, the music muscle of the shows, 1500 AM, WKAX, the winning worship radio, 105.9 FM, the vibe. We have an app on Apple and Android, Knox Media Group. We have a website, www.knoxmediagroupinc.org. Search us by Knox Media Group. You can get on these platforms and search Knox Media Group on Facebook, iHeartRadio, TikTok, Instagram, Spotify, Amazon Music, Twitch, and Pandora. We have a Roku channel, Knox Media Group, an online newspaper, showsupnews.com. So if they can't find us, I don't know what to tell them. I mean, we're everywhere. All right, guys, we was talking about Trump and the tariffs and stuff that he got a lot of stuff going on, the nukes. He's warning people about the monster nukes and stuff like that. Also in the news, excuse me, a trans inmate is in prison for killing a baby. The trans must get the gender surgery at earliest opportunity. A federal district judge in Indiana has once again ordered the State Department of Corrections to arrange a sex reassignment surgery for a transgender inmate convicted of a reckless homicide of a baby, marketing the latest development in the ongoing legal saga challenging the Indiana law banning the procedure. The case is now in a second year. It involves inmate Autumn Cordillon. Her request for a sex reassignment surgery, and the American Civil Liberties Union first filed a lawsuit against the Indiana Department of Corrections in 2023 on behalf of her, challenging the Indiana law that prohibits the Department of Corrections from using taxpayers' funds to cover sex reassignment surgeries for inmates. The ACLU argues the lawsuit is a violation of the Eighth Amendment prohibition of cruel and unusual punishment. I personally do not think that that's cruel and unusual punishment because they choose to be a transgender, basically. And I mean, you shouldn't have killed that baby. So my thoughts on that is that, I mean, why would taxpayers want to pay for that? I mean, I can understand if something was wrong with them and they needed surgery for something, but not a sex reassignment procedure. I don't think they shouldn't even argue with that. I mean, that's just ridiculous. That's something they choose to do. But the court ordered that the commissioner of the Indiana Department of Correction should be preliminarily enjoined and take all responsible actions to secure her to get gender affirming surgery at the earliest opportunity. I don't think that's right. But Judge Richard Young, a Clinton appointee, wrote on March the 5th following that she seeks to extend the injunctions for the second time for the reasons that follow. Her motions to renew or extend preliminary injunction is granted. Okay, the lady was born. Well, she ain't even a lady. It's a man. He was born Jonathan Richardson. He sought out another injunction as one issue in December last year expired on March the 6th. In its order granting the motion for preliminary injunction, the court acknowledged that the surgery may take its time as it will be provided by a surgeon who is not affiliated with either IDOC or its contracted medical provider. It is therefore the court's intention to renew this preliminary injunction every 90 days until the surgery is provided. So every 90 days, they're going to do this for this man to be a woman. And I don't see how on God's green earth that's somebody else's problem. That's what they decide to do. So, what do y'all think? Do y'all think taxpayers should pay for them to have gender reassignment or whatever they call it, just to be something that they're not, what they wasn't born to be? Indiana Attorney General Todd Rokita has been defending the state law and submitted a brief in January to the courts of appeal defending the Indiana law bearing sex change operation for inmates. The Attorney General argued that the Eighth Amendment doesn't require the state to provide experimental treatment generally, and it certainly doesn't here. When multiple doctors have said this inmate is a poor candidate for surgery, a spokesperson told Fox News. A brief also contends that the Indiana law, which went into effect in 2023, is not sex discrimination under the 14th Amendment Equal Protection clause because it bans sexual reassignment surgeries across the board. Why would taxpayers want to pay for that? They don't want to pay to feed people. Why do they want to pay to make somebody a man or woman? That's stupid to me. The taxpayers get mad because they say they take care of people on welfare. They take care of people on food stamps. They take care of people on Medicaid. All these things. They don't know. Trump could fire them today and they lose their job like the federal workers. And then you'll have to be on government assistance. And then will it be a problem then? It's just crazy how people just just because they're not in that situation. Oh, it's no need for that until they get in that situation. I have seen more people who sit up and judge people about where they live or what they do or what they're on. Right up there in that DHR office, Department of Human Resources, trying to get food stamps, trying to get on Medicaid. But these are the same people years before on Facebook talking about the people that's on there. I mean, I don't get it. It's all right when you do it, but it's a problem when somebody else do it. Why? But anyway, my thoughts on that is that it's ridiculous. I don't think they should do it. But who am I? In other news, Canada announces a $29.8 billion in their tariffs on the U.S. Canada's retaliation targets steels, aluminum, and other U.S. import. Targeted goods include computer, sports equipment, cast iron products. Canadian officials to meet U.S. counterparts amid trade tension. In Ottawa, March the 12th, Canada will impose the tariffs on the U.S. Import goods worth $29.8 billion, $20 billion, effective on Thursday in response to U.S. President Trump's steel and aluminum tariffs. Canada's finance minister, Dominic LeBlanc, said Trump increased tariffs on steel and aluminum imports took effect on Wednesday as prior exemptions, duty-free quotas, and product exclusion expire, and as his campaign to reorder global trade norms in the favor of the U.S. gains momentum. Trump, he put them tariffs on those people, and now they are retaliating, and it's going to be bad for some of these businesses in America. So I don't know the effect of it, but I know when they took all that liquor off the shelf in in Canada. I guess that's where it was at. When they took all the liquor off the shelves, they said it's going to hurt the people that distribute from the US. It's going to hurt them bad because they're not getting any more. They're taking it off the shelves. They're not selling it. I don't know what they're going to do with it, but they are not selling it, and they are taking it off the shelves. So people can't have, they can't get it. So I don't know. It say Canada is the biggest foreign supplier of steel and aluminum to the United States. We will not stand idly by and while our iconic steel and aluminum industries are being unfairly targeted. He said Canada would follow a dollar-for-dollar retaliation approach. Canada's retaliation targets steel products worth $12.6 billion, and the aluminum products is worth $3 billion, as well as additional imported goods worth $14.2 billion, for a total of $29.8 billion. They will go into effect at 12:01 a.m. Thursday. So we're finna see a lot of stuff go up. And the USDA canceled a $1 billion fund for schools and food banks to buy food from local suppliers. The U.S. Department of Agriculture is cutting 2 federal programs that provided about $1 billion in funding to schools and food banks to buy food directly from local farms, ranchers, and producers. Part of what the agency said was a decision to return to long-term responsible incentives. The move cancels about $660 million in funding this year for the local food for school program, which is active in 40 U.S. states, as well as about $420 million for a second program called the Local Food Purchase Assistance Cooperative Agreement, which help food banks and other local groups provide food to their communities. So these people they just pulling back from all these deals that they made because of the tariffs and stuff. The USDA canceled $1 billion in funding for schools. I mean, what do that mean for the schools? Will the free lunch be canceled? Will the free breakfast be canceled? And that'll be sad for some kids because they're not getting fed at home. The decision comes as Trump administration and Elon Musk, Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE, say that they splash in federal spending to reduce government waste. The USDA programs were funded through the agency's Commodity Credit Corporation and the Depression Era Fund, created to buy products directly from farmers. So in recent days, schools were alerted that they were set to lose $660 million in federal funding for the current year, according to Diane Havner, director of the media relations for the School Nutrition Association, which represents thousands of school meal employees. The withdrawal of the funding will affect schools across the U.S. at a time when they're already grappling with high food costs. It's a pretty big hit. And one of the school districts said that the USDA decision will wipe out $100,000 in funding that it had planned to spend on local beef and produce for students' school meals. So I wonder, do that mean that the students will have to start bringing their lunch to school? Or, I mean, what are they going to feed them? I mean, some of that stuff already don't look good. So if they cutting back that much money, what are they going to feed them? Milk and crackers? Because, man, that's pretty low. It says a pretty big hit, and that mostly fresh fruits and vegetables. The director, so the fresh fruit, and they are not going to be able to get fresh food. I can't even fresh fruits and vegetables. The director of nutrition services at the Scottsdale Unified School District in Arizona. It wasn't just about keeping food low cost. It's meant supporting our community and our local farmers in your state. So they were supporting the local farmers, which the farmers are already getting cut. And now they're going to get cut more because the schools, they're not going to be able to pay for that. So that's why I said, what are they going to feed these kids at school? I guess they're going to have to start bringing their lunch or something. They say while the $100,000 represent about 2% of the school district, roughly $6 million in annual spending on food, they noted that it allowed the district to buy food from small farmers and introduce produce like microgreens to the students. She added, and the funding cost comes as her district, like many others, are struggling to keep the school meals affordable amidst rising food and labor costs. The local food for school program was godsend to us, she said. It keeps our meal costs down and we're helping our community, which improves the perception of school meals. I know back when I was going to school, when I was in school, I remember those school pizzas. The burgers were soy burgers, but they were pretty good. I would eat the soy burgers, the chicken sandwiches and stuff like that. But that spaghetti, I never seen no spaghetti that looked like that. That was some horrible spaghetti. It was brown. It wasn't red. It was brown. That was the worst spaghetti I ever seen and smelled in my life. Then the chicken stew was horrid. It looked like somebody just got sick in a pot. That was awful. I would get an excuse from my principal saying that I did not have to go in their lunchroom when they served that chicken stew. And to this day, and I know chicken stew might taste good, I never got the experience to eat chicken stew because of that little traumatic moment at school. It was just the smell. The smell went through the whole school when they cooked that chicken stew. I don't know what they put in it or what they did to it, but it didn't agree with my spirit. It was just bad for me. I had to get out of there, but I'm off the subject. But anyway, the USDA canceled $1 billion in funding for schools and food banks to buy food. It just seemed like the kids and the older people, they're being targeted by the government or something. What are they trying to do? It just don't make sense to me at all. All right, guys, it ain't funny, but it's some weird news. In Mississippi, they got a video about lions on the loose. There's lions loose in Mississippi, they say. And I don't know how true it is, but that's what they say. Multiple reports have come in over the last couple of days, all claiming the same thing. They say that the large lions are being spotted running around in Mississippi. We live in Alabama, and in case you're not familiar with geography, Mississippi is our neighbor. Why are lions on the loose in the cities? How on God's green earth do huge lions get loose and go for a jog in the town? Did someone turn them loose? Was it a circus recently in town and a big group escaped? How far away is the nearest zoo? And are they missing any of their lions? And looking into these claims, they discovered a video of evidence to back up the claim. So somebody took a video of lions running loose in Mississippi. They said the video looked like a pride of lions running around on the streets in the town. So the video was initially captured by a man named Steve Joyner and then shared all over social media. So, I mean, I guess it's true, but they don't tell how the lions got there or what happened. Why would lions be in Mississippi? That's something crazy. So that's your crazy news for today. And I will be doing some research to find out what happened with that because that's crazy. All right, guys, back to Trump. It say billionaire agrees to $22 billion Panama Canal deal after Trump China outrage. Most of the stakes in the key ports of the Panama Canal are owned by a Hong Kong-based company and are set to be sold off after Trump announces his waterway plan. He declares his intentions for the U.S. to take control of the Panama Canal. Stakes held by the Hong Kong-based firm is key ports at the canal and are being sold. The company is posed to unload its interest in the American-led consortium spearheaded by the investment powerhouse BlackRock, desperate not being Chinese owned, which operates under China financial regulations, has agreed to sell. This highly influential company was established by Hong Kong Li Ka-shing. So they are selling the Panama Canal to Donald Trump. He said he was going to get it, and I guess he's going to get it. All right, I know you guys have heard, if you travel a lot and you like Mexico and stuff like that, I've never been to Mexico. I don't think I want to go. But it's a lot of people that like to vacation in Mexico, and it's some places in Mexico that they are warning Americans not to travel to. A lot of people had to get refunds on their tickets and stuff because they bought ahead of time. But it's a whole bunch of cities in Mexico that Americans should not go. They found nine people were found dismembered along the highway in Mexico. 9 bodies, including several who were dismembered and believed to be missing students, allegedly vacationing in Mexico, were reported found along a highway. I mean, if they tell you not to go to these places, why do you go? Do some research before you go to these places. I never wanted to go. I did want to go to Cancun one time, but I don't want to fly. So I never went. And I know you could go on a cruise and stuff like that, but I don't know. Sometimes you have common sense to tell you don't go to some of these places. Their remains were covered by a bloodstained tarp inside and around the abandoned car. 8 pairs of hands were discovered Sunday in a bag near the scene. So somebody cut their hands off. While the deaths are a mystery, they said that citing an unnamed source, the media outlet said that they recruited students to comment on a wave of muggings and thefts, but his plan reportedly backfired as the gang that operates, they overstepped the line. Okay, so they trespassed somewhere, and the students were all shot with the bodies showing signs of torture. So they went somewhere that they wasn't supposed to go. And I mean, I don't know what possessed them to want to go wherever they went, but the 9 people were found dismembered. They cut their hands off. So I won't be going to Mexico no time soon. And you guys better watch out, because I know a lot of y'all like to go. Some of y'all just left Mexico. So watch out for that. And celebrity news. Okay, y'all know that I'm a stickler for relationships. I always talk about relationships and stuff like that. Neo has, I guess since his last marriage failed, he's poly now. So he has 4 girlfriends. 4 girlfriends. And I mean, I don't know. That's just, is that the new normal for relationships? Is being poly normal for relationship? I don't know. But they say he has 4 girlfriends and he's happy. He said, we're happy over here. They were on Instagram over the weekend and they were all together. He's in the middle of it's two on each side. He said, since the world is so intrigued, I guess I should introduce my loved ones properly. And he showed them. He just showed them off. He got 4 girlfriends. So is poly the new norm for relationships? And for those of you who don't know what that means, it's not okay. So if a person is with somebody and they have somebody else and everybody know about the relationship and everybody's okay with it and everybody's happy with it and most of them live together, some of them don't, but it's just like a relationship with everybody's in the relationship together and they're okay with it. Oh my goodness. But I just don't know what happened to monogamy. It say although it's the first time Neo has publicly confirmed his relationship status with the 4 women, he has previously shared photos and videos with all of them over the last month separately. But now they're all together. 3 of the women even refer to each other as his wives. They say they're his wives. So, I mean, I guess if I don't understand it and I probably never will, but I guess if you're happy with it, that's what you want to do. Oh, well, it's the top of the hour. You're tuned in to 105.1 FM, the music muscle of the shows, and you're vibing with 105.9 FM, Dalton, Alabama, the vibe. I will be right back. You're tuned into the lunchtime hour with the old school preacher, the church secretary, and the choir president. I'll be right back.
So it's like every time she calls me, she sings this little melody to me, let me know how she feels. This is what she told me. It's like a dream to me, I thought you knew. Wow. It's like a fantasy, I hope come true. It's just the only thing I wanna do. It's like this melody I wanna sing to you. Oh yeah, make me wanna sing. Oh. So I sang. That's what I say. I never thought would take over me. I shed a light on life I could never see. I swear I always will, I always be. No matter what it brings, I'll always see. Come on. Make me wanna sing. Yeah. I like that. Oh yeah. So we both agree that. Has been the very best part of my life. It's about the only thing that turned out right. Oh, yeah. For the rest of my life, I think I might. It feels so good, I wanna start tonight. Come on. Yeah. Yeah. Sing. She made me wanna sing. No. Yeah. Come on. All I can think about is love. That's all I think about. That's all I think about. That's all I wanna do. Come on, baby. Yeah. That's all I think about. That's all I think about. That's all I wanna do. So I just break it down. If you got somebody out there you love, or you loving right now, just sing this little melody to them. It goes, it goes, it goes. We out.
We're not in right now, but if you leave your name and number, we'll get back to you.
Hello, everyone. You're tuned in to 105.1 FM, the music muscle of the shows, and you're vibing with 105.9 FM, Dalton, Alabama, the vibe. All right, guys, we've come to the part in the show where it's the happy birthday part. If you got someone you want to say happy birthday to or happy anniversary or just baby, I love you, call 256-365-1000 and give a shout out. So celebrity birthdays today. Lunel, the comedian. Julius Carey. Sharifa. Troy Winsbush, Marlon Jackson, Tony Terry, Strame, B. Smith, Little Sip, and Scrap DeLeon. Those are the celebrity birthdays for today. And the Facebook birthdays. Piper Nicole, Neil Quarles, Fahim Abdul Al Haim, Corey Simpson, Deshaun Killam, Tony Johnson, Amber West, Hen Sean, Israel Barnett, Camille Cobzer, Tori King, Robert Barnett, Dominic Moore, John Smith. Happy birthday to you guys. All right. So I'm going to give you the announcement. I'm the church secretary today, too. I guess I'll be the church secretary today, too, as well. All right. We have 3 stations on the car dial. 105.1 FM, the music muscle of the shows, 1500 AM, the Winning Worship Radio. 105.9 FM, The Vibe, Dalton, Alabama. We have an app on Apple and Android, which is Knox Media Group. A website, www.knoxmediagroupinc.org. If you want to search us on platforms and stuff, just look up Knox Media Group on Facebook, iHeartRadio, TikTok, Instagram, Spotify, Amazon Music, Twitch, and Pandora. We have a Roku channel, Knox Media Group, and online newspaper shows up news.com. So that's how you'll find us. Also, we're still giving away a car and all you have to do is go to YouTube, find Knox Media Group, like and subscribe, and leave your email on the comment of the last live, and that will qualify you to be in the drawing for this car. So tell a friend and tell a friend and tell a neighbor too to get on board. All right, guys, called Your Life Remembered. If you dream it, we make it. We have all your printing needs covered. Obituaries, business cards, backdrops, 3D t-shirts, cups, hats, graduation stoles, blankets, and embroidery. You dream it, we make it. Call 256-367-0887. Call now. Also, you can call Your Life Remembered for the 360 booth. If you're planning a party or an event, call us for the 360 booth. 256-367-0887. Your Life Remembered. Also, Tuxedo Rentals. If you want to look good for your prom or your wedding or special event, call Your Life Remembered for your tuxedo needs. 256-367-0887. We have 2 events planned for this month and next month. So mark your calendars. For March the 16th, for Southern Soul Sunday Part 2, March the 16th, Florence, get ready. Southern Soul Sunday Part 2 is happening Sunday, March the 16th at Sweetwater Depot, 502 South Royal Avenue, Florence, Alabama, from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. This is happening Sunday. So you guys need to get your tickets now before we sell out. Last time we were packed, so Get your tickets. You can enjoy great music, good vibes, and plenty of line dancing, whether you're a pro or just learning. Come on out and have a good time. Don't miss out on this night of fun, friends, and Southern Soul. Do not forget to mark your calendar for Sunday, 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. Get your tickets now. Get them while they still last. April the 13th, mark your calendars for the Trail Ride Southern Soul Concert and Motorcycle Roundup. Florence, Alabama, and surrounding areas, get ready. We will have Jitter Jones, Ella J, Tasha Mack, El Jamal. All of them are coming to the Trail Ride Southern Soul Concert and Motorcycle Roundup on Sunday, April the 13th. Get your bikes and your dancing shoes ready for a night of good vibes, great music, and nonstop fun. Whether you're riding, dancing, or just vibing, you don't want to miss this. That's April the 13th. So that's March the 16th and April the 13th. Get ready. Get your dancing shoes on. Get your boots off the ground. All right, guys, we have some sad news. Deadly Craze extreme eater and TikTok star, famed for her mukbang videos. She just eat a lot of food and people watch her. I mean, she was viral. She went viral, but she's dead. She died at the age of 24 after struggling to breathe or stand. Her name, she's a foreigner and I can't say her name, but she was 24. She had over 155 followers on TikTok, as well as known for her mukbang streaming. And if you don't know what mukbang is, these people have a whole table of food in front of them and they just eat food and people watch it. People like watching them eat food, and they eat to the point where I'll be wondering, where is this food going? Where is all this food going? They eat a lot of food, and sometimes they don't swallow the food. They just be sucking it up, and just, it's weird. But it was another lady from America. She was doing it. She got real famous. She went so viral with her eating. She would eat seafood, and she had the long nails and stuff. So, and she was, I guess people like the sound. They say the sound is satisfying. Sitting up listening to somebody eat is satisfying. But she would eat the big crab legs and the big shrimp, and she got to the point where she just ate everything, and people started seeing weight gain with her. And when it became too much, she went and had the surgery done. And I mean, people was dogging her about getting the surgery done, but you sitting up watching her eat all this food, then talk about her, then she go fix herself, and you got a problem with that. I just don't understand people. But these TikTokers, how far do they feel like they have to go to get these likes and stuff? Is it that serious? It's not that serious. I mean, I TikTok and I Instagram and I Facebook, but I'm not going to do nothing crazy to harm myself just for likes and clicks and stuff. But this poor girl, she was 24, and she died from struggling to breathe. And I mean, that's just crazy to me. You need people to like you that much that you're going to sat in front of a camera and just slurp down food constantly to get the likes, and then boom, you're overweight. You can't breathe. And that's really sad. All right, guys. We have some news coming out of Dothan. A lawsuit accusing Dothan McDonald's of putting chemicals in coffee is dismissed. Dothan, Alabama, on Tuesday, March the 11th, a Houston County judge dismissed a lawsuit where a woman alleged that at Dothan McDonald's, they had put a chemical in her coffee, causing damage to her throat. Sherry Head filed a lawsuit against the fast food chain, but in a joint effort Tuesday, both sides agreed to throw out the case. This all started in December 2020. Head said she was trying to order a caramel macchiato, but The drink that they gave her left her with throat damage, other problems that may require surgery. Head asked for nearly $13 million dollars in her lawsuit. On Tuesday, dismissal came with prejudice, meaning that Head will not be able to resubmit her allegations. Head claims she was in the drive-thru at McDonald's on Ross Clark Circle near Montgomery Highway when one employee told her her coffee was unavailable because the machine was being cleaned. She said another employee chimed in and said the machine was ready to go, but the coffee that she was served was a cup of chemicals used to the coffee that she was served was a cup of chemicals used to clean the machine. She claimed she asked for help, but the staff slammed the drive-through window in her face. And when she called 911 before taking herself to the emergency room, she says the employees would not show anyone the cleaning chemicals. Had sued McDonald's nationally and locally. The court document shows that both parties are bearing their court costs, but do not mention the full terms of dismissal or if a settlement was made. 9 times out of 10, a settlement was made because, baby, if they gave that woman some chemicals instead of a caramel macchiato, then they need to be sued. They need to pay for that. That's ridiculous. These places is the things that they're doing is really getting outrageous. They served this woman some chemicals they used to clean the coffee machine with instead of the coffee that she ordered. So, okay, I guess. And other celebrity news, we're going to leave that one alone. Y'all know she had to reach a settlement for her to dismiss that charge. They probably gave her $12 million instead of the $13 million she wanted. They want to save $1 million because they know that was wrong. Stevie Wonder could see that was wrong. All right, y'all. Drake is back in the news, and it's not because of Kendrick. Drake said his next chapter may leave you feeling uneasy. So Drake fans, get ready. He got something coming for you guys, and he said that you will like it. Drake is dropping clues about his next move and say he may be unsettling. It might be unsettling for some folks. I don't know. Drake, if I was him, I would just go hide out for a minute and then try to come back a little bit later. The Champagne Papi hinted about what the future holds for him in a cryptic Instagram post, explaining, I grew up non-confrontational and always treated the game as a sport where my pen won gold. But by these days, the pandemic has been hard for all of us to ignore. So Drake continues, I understand that this next chapter may leave you feeling uneasy, but I hope you see my honesty as clarity and charity that answers some questions, especially about unanswered texts you've been sending me. The post is light on specifics, and Drake accompanied the text with a photo slideshow of fancy photos, gigs, memes, and more. His posts also include a photo of Zofran peel, a medication the Mayo Clinic says is used to prevent nausea and vomiting caused by chemotherapy, radiation therapy, or surgery. They give you Zofran for, well, let's be quiet. There's no specific mention of Kendrick Lamar beef and the Not Like Us disc getting big platforms at the Super Bowl, Grammys, and Oscars, but some folks feel like that's a factor here. Drake had his 4th #1 album this year, a collaboration with Party Next Door, and he hinted at the new solo album during his recent shows in Australia. So Drake, he's trying to make himself relevant again, trying to make people not see that well, I don't know. He's allegedly a pedophile. I don't know. I wasn't there. I don't know, but Kendrick, he's standing by because he said that. He made that clear. All right, in other celebrity news, Wendy Williams, guardianship judge, pissed off. She's talking to media, threatens even more restrictions. They need to leave Wendy alone. Wendy, she done messed with people all her life and did some dirty stuff to people and said some dirty things about people, and now she's in a bad situation. They say karma will come back at you in different ways, so I don't know if this is karma or what, but this woman is going through it like she been through it. The judge in the Wendy Williams guardianship case is fed up with Wendy's behavior and wants her moved to another facility, presumably with even tighter restrictions. Do y'all think they playing with Wendy? Wendy say ain't nothing wrong with her. It might not be. They might just be fed up with her stuff that she got, on her show. She talked about people like they were nothing and stuff like that. And I mean, treat people the way you want to be treated. So now they treating her the way she treated other people. TMZ is privy. In an email, Judge Lisa Sanokoff fired off on Wendy's lawyer, and the judge is having trouble hiding her contempt for the former talk show host. The judge references a prior hearing in which she ordered that Wendy be moved to a new facility. Apparently, Wendy's lawyer fired back, saying it would be wrong to move her to an even more restrictive facility where she is right now, the residential facility called Courtiering. The judge wrote in the email, "I have always contended that Wendy will be given the independence she can handle. I question how well she has handled the independence she said she has been given. Multiple sources with direct knowledge tell TMZ that the judge was pissed off that Wendy has been speaking to the media and grousing about the guardianship in the facility she's in which she called a luxury prison. Wendy thinks she's in prison, and she might be. The sources say that the judge has repeatedly warned Wendy not to speak to the media, although the judge never explained why she had the problem with Wendy speaking out. In other very recent emails, the judge showed her hand pretty clearly, telling Wendy's lawyer, "Tell your client that if she wants a jury, she should refrain from trying to poison the jury pool." In other words, the judge is upset that Wendy is telling the media that she's not mentally incompetent and should not be locked up in guardianship. The judge clearly has problems with Wendy speaking out. But why would the judge have a problem with this woman speaking out? I mean, if she ain't talking about her, she's just telling she feel like a prisoner, and she probably is. I mean, they think she crazy, so they're gonna treat her like a crazy person. Although Wendy says she feel like a prisoner, despite the guardian's lawyer saying that she's free to come and go, she's not free to come and go. Wendy says she cannot even leave the 5th floor memory unit without an attendant letting her go down to the elevator, and as a result, she rarely is able to get fresh air. A current staffer at the facility confirmed this to TMZ, that they are keeping Wendy. I don't know if it's her family doing it or the judge or what they got on Wendy. Wendy, she done made some enemies because, like I said, she was very rude on her show to different people. And maybe it's some get back in there or something, but Wendy says nothing wrong with her. Wendy also cannot receive phone calls. She has no internet and says she's almost never allowed visitors. Wendy aced a mental competency test. So they gave her a test and she passed it. So why are they still saying this woman is out of her mind? That's crazy to me. But Monday at Lenox Hill Hospital, where she's staying while the doctors perform other tests, the judge wrote the hospital wants to discharge her, as facilities who, despite her behavior, are willing to access her. She needs to go back until the new facility can be found. So they're sending her back to the facility that she threw the note out the window at, and they're going to put her in a stronger hold facility to keep her away from the public, I guess. I don't know what they are trying to do to Wendy, but I hope if Wendy is okay, I hope she get the help that she need to get out of whatever she's in, and who's ever trying to put her there. You never know. People have hidden agendas. A lot of people have hidden agendas, and it's focused towards you. So keep your eyes open. That's why they say you got to have eyes in the back of your head, because there's always somebody out there trying to get you. All right, guys. This lady that's been talking about Jay-Z raped her, and they've been finding a lot of things that she said that she couldn't repeat, that she forgot she said, or what have you. Even her father said that he don't remember the stuff that she's talking about, and she had included him in the story. So now, I honestly believe Jay-Z done some dirt in his life, because from what they show on social media, and this could be a lie, I don't know nobody's age, but they said that when Jay-Z was 26, Beyonce was like 15 or 16. So it's a 10-year gap right there. R. Kelly got in trouble for Aaliyah, and they were the same age. So how could one get in trouble and the other one is okay with it? My thoughts on that is it's the people that's surrounding you. Like R. Kelly, Aaliyah's family, I guess they got tired, and he probably stopped giving them money after he married her or whatever. And then they was like, oh, he married her. You knew that. But anyways, and that could be another factor in it. He actually married her, but let him tell her he didn't know. Anyway, Jay-Z's case, the lady that's saying that he raped her, they have her on tape. Allegedly, they have her on tape saying that the lawyer that she had was pushing her to tell people that Jay-Z raped her. It says the Jane Doe heard on tape admitting he never raped her, and she says that Tony Bugsby pushed her to sue him. So either that woman is being paid off, or she's she just tired. She had a come to Jesus moment and had to tell the truth. It says the woman who sued Jay-Z for allegedly raping her when she was 13 years old after the MTV Music Video Awards back in 2000 has been caught on an audio recording, apparently admitting the alleged incident never happened. Now, as far as the recording goes, this AI is getting out of control. It is getting out of control with the videos. It's getting out of control with the recordings and stuff like that. And then what if the person did do it and then they blame it on AI? So if you're not there, you're not going to know the truth, because they can make it seem like anything. They could put your face on anybody's body or put you somewhere that you're not really there. And it's confusing. And what is the devil? The devil is the author of confusion. So that lets you know right now that AI is the devil. So this woman that's suing Jay-Z, she says she's standing on business. She's standing by her word. These were her words last month. She's standing on her word, and she know that they raped her, and that's what happened. And the dad was like, I don't remember that night. I don't remember that happening. So then she said her dad was alcoholic, so he's not going to remember. It's a lot of stuff. But now they said there's a recording out that the lady said that it never happened. The audio obtained by ABC News was recorded by a couple private investigators, and in it, the woman who filed the suit against Jay-Z walks back the claim that she made in her lawsuit filed by attorney Tony Bugsby back in December. He's telling them to listen to it all for yourself. The woman identified as Jane Doe can be heard telling the investigators that Jay-Z was at the party, but he never engaged in any sexual activities with her. When asked why she claimed he did in the lawsuit, the woman replies that Bugsby pushed her to include Jay-Z in the suit and claimed Bugsby. So Bugsby claimed he's denying that he didn't say that, but the woman saying that he told her to say that. And in fact, he handed over his own audio recording to ABC, also featuring Jane Doe, where he confronts her with these claims, and she replies that she never actually took back her claims. She might be a candidate for that place Wendy is in, because she's telling so many different stories to so many different people, and it's not making sense no more. I believe Jay-Z has done dirt in his life. I believe he's done a lot of things, but this case right here, I'm not trusting it, because she's telling too many different things to different people. Jay-Z's lawyer spoke with ABC News as well, saying his client is hopeful that this would put an end to the painful saga of false claims against him. And that's gotta hurt, especially if you really didn't do it. If you didn't do something and somebody's claiming that you're doing it, and it's all everybody in the world knows about it and stuff like that, they're gonna look at you sideways, whether it come out that you didn't do it or not. People still gonna have that thought in their head, like, oh, okay, well, maybe not to her, but maybe to somebody else. We previously told you private investigators claim they spoke with the anonymous woman who filed the suit against Jay-Z, with one of them, Charlotte Henson, filing an affidavit last week stating she met with Jane Doe on February the 21st in 2025 in the accuser Alabama home. Henderson says she was not hired by Jay-Z or his attorney to perform this investigation. And Henderson didn't say who, if anyone, was paying her. I mean, whether you're a celebrity or not, when somebody sit there and lie to you, lie on you, that's a hard pill to swallow. You shouldn't have to go through that. And I don't know why people feel like they have a need to, but in this situation, these people are after money. They're not after justice or nothing like that. They want money. And that's the crazy part about it. If somebody did something like that and took the most precious thing that I had in my life from me and I didn't give it to them, I want justice. Justice and the money. Give me justice and the money. Don't just give me the money. Give me both. Send them to jail and give me the money. The lawsuit, which also claimed Diddy drugged and raped her, was dropped. So she dropped that lawsuit in February. However, in her dismissal, the woman said that she stood by all claims leveled in her suit. Jay-Z has filed a lawsuit against the Jane Doe and Bugsby for defamation of character, which he should, if it ain't true, which he should, and he might win it. But I wonder what he gonna sue her for. She ain't got no money. We reached out to Tony Bugsby, and he tells us the tape is a fraud. They tormented and harassed and tricked the poor woman and took what she said out of context and secretly recorded her. She stands by her claim that Jay-Z assaulted her and has never wavered on that point once. That lawyer seemed like he got something against Diddy and Jay-Z, because they said that he's over all the claims on them sexually harassing these people. So that's that. All right, guys. The topic for today was, is it cheaper to cook at home or go out to eat every day? My thoughts on that was, back in the day, it used to be cheaper. It used to be so much cheaper to cook at home, because you can save it and you can eat on it for a couple of days or what have you. But now it's just like you go to Walmart to get some food or something like that. You go to Walmart or anywhere you go, you're paying a lot of money for groceries. Now, the store that just opened up is supposed to have lower prices. And it is lower prices on certain things. And that's what those stores do. They lower their prices on some of the things. And the other things that you might need to go with it is going to be sky high. Because I have never in my life, and I said never, I didn't say never, I said never. I have never in my life paid $8 for no mayonnaise, and I will not. I will make my own mayonnaise if that's what it takes. But the thing about that, it takes eggs to make mayonnaise. Eggs are almost $10. So it's just like, man, I was in the grocery store the other day, well, last night, and me and the man was just looking at the eggs and debating on whether we was fighting with ourselves, trying to see if we was really gonna get them or leave them on the shelf. And he was like, man, I'm gonna have to get me a part-time job to keep up with these eggs. And I was like, we're gonna have to do something because this is ridiculous. But y'all President Trump told y'all to shut up about them egg prices. And I mean, I'm not gonna shut up about it because of the simple fact eggs used to be the one thing that you can buy that was pretty cheap and you can make a meal out of it. You could make egg sandwiches, you could make egg salad, deviled eggs, just stuff like that. But now, like he said, it's going to take a second job in order to buy this food and stuff. So, guys, that was our topic today. Is it cheaper to go out and eat every day, or is it cheaper to buy food and cook it at home? And I don't know. I'm gonna have to research that. I'm gonna buy some food at home for a week and see how that work out. And then the next week, I'm gonna go out. I think going out, because if you eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and you go out to eat for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, that add up a day. And especially if you got somebody else with you, yeah, that's gonna add up. But anyway, if you're just getting on, Knox Media Group is still giving away a car, and all you got to do is go to YouTube, find Knox Media Group, like and subscribe, leave your email in the comment of the last live, and that will qualify you to win this car. And as I always say, tell a neighbor to tell a neighbor to tell a friend. We have 2 events coming up in the Southern Soul Sunday Part 2, March the 16th. Put it on your calendars. It's Sunday, so get ready for the Southern Soul Sunday Part 2. And it's happening Sunday, March 16th at Sweetwater Depot, 502 South Royal Avenue, Florence, Alabama, from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. Enjoy great music, good vibes, and plenty of line dancing. Whether you're a pro or just learning, come on out and have a good time. Don't miss this night of fun. Get your tickets now. You can go to the website, www.knoxmediagroup.inc.com. So go there and get your tickets. Wow, we still have some left. So come on, we're going to have a good time. Then mark your calendars for April the 13th. You don't want to miss this. It's a trail ride, Southern Soul concert, and motorcycle roundup. Jitter Jones, Ella J, Tasha May, and El Jamal. All of them are coming to town for a trail ride, Southern Soul concert, and motorcycle roundup on Sunday, April the 13th. Put it on your calendar. Get your bikes and your dancing shoes ready for a night of fun, good vibes, great music, non-stop fun. Whether you're riding, dancing, or just vibing, you don't want to miss this. And that's April the 13th with Jitter Jones. Call Your Life Remembered. If you want to rent a 360 booth, if you want to rent a tuxedo, if you need printing needs like obituaries, business cards, backdrops, 3D t-shirts, cups, hats, graduation stoles, blankets, or embroidery, call Your Life Remembered. All right, guys. We had a good show today. I hope you got something out of it. And you're tuned in to 105.1 FM, the music muscle of the shows, and you're vibing with 105.9 FM, Dothan, Alabama, the vibe. This is the lunchtime hour with the old school preacher, the church secretary, and the choir president. We'll see you tomorrow. Maybe all three of us will be here. Bye.
Sunday morning, outside I see the rain is falling. Whoa. Inside I'm slowly dying, but the rain will hide my crying, crying. And don't you know my tears will burn the pillow? Set this place on fire, 'cause I'm tired of your lies. All I needed was a simple hello, but the traffic was so noisy that you could not hear me cry. I gave you my love in vain. My body never knew such pleasure. My heart never knew such pain. And you leave me so confused. Now I'm all cried out over you. I'm over you. Oh, yes. Never wanted to see things your way. I had to go astray. Oh, why was I such a fool? Oh, yes. Now I see that the grass is greener. Is it too late for me to find my way home? How could I be so wrong? Leaving me all alone. Don't you know my tears will cause an tears will murder me, man. Don't mess up the face. Why should I? Why should I? You are the one who left me neglected. I'm so sorry, baby. Apology not accepted. Admit to the broken heart you collected. I gave you all of me. How was I to know you would awaken so easily? I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I'm all crying out over you.